Mm. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business this Wednesday morning as we sit 183 days, 11 hours, 59 minutes, and 45 seconds away from kickoff of the 2018 season. And thank you for joining this morning's edition of Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because you literally cannot sleep on the Dallas Cowboys because things happen late in the evening, late at night, first thing in the morning, so you want to be up to speed with all that is America's team. Okay, so last night, Clarence Hill reported that the Cowboys are no longer interested in Earl Thomas or Landon Collins. Landon Collins, who apparently the Detroit Lions have the inside track on him. That they're just out of the price range. We've heard Earl Thomas, of course, say that he wants to be paid $15 million, which is $2 million more per year than any safety out there. Yeah, that's great in theory, but it's only going to be what the market will bear. And as we look at the Dallas Cowboys situation here with the salary cap, after franchise tagging DeMarcus Lawrence, we are now down to $27 million. Now, I believe that they're going to get the long-term deal done. They're going to get some cap relief from there. I believe there's some players that are going to be on the chopping block, and there'll be ways that they will increase that. Quietly, the Philadelphia Eagles have been redoing some contracts, signing some contracts and things, and they went from about $2 million to right now, right about $10.6 million. And I don't think that they're done, because see, right now, what teams are doing between now and say Sunday is they're determining who's the dead weight, who's a guy that we can replace, who is a guy that we can live without. So that way they create that room, because if there's a certain person that you look at and deem that this guy can be a difference maker for my team, this guy can help me make the playoffs or make some noise in the playoffs, then you're going to try and go get that guy, and you need the money to do so. Now the Cowboys, we've heard them say, we're all in. We're pushing all the chips in for this year. But that doesn't also mean that you lose your damn mind and just start paying left and right and trying to pull everybody in and mortgage the future. We've done that in the past. And believe me, the Cowboys want Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas wants to beat the Cowboys. But what you're seeing is the opening salvos of trying to get a deal done. We know San Francisco would like to have him, of course. Richard Sherman, or at least Richard Sherman would like to have him over there with him. We haven't heard anything from the San Francisco 49ers. But Earl Thomas wants to be here, and he wants to get as much money as possible. The Dallas Cowboys want Earl Thomas here, but they want to pay as little as possible, so that way they can make other moves, that they can lock up Zeke and Dak and Byron Jones and DeMarcus Lawrence. So I don't know if Earl Thomas and the Cowboys can reach a deal, but I can guarantee you one thing, that they will be talking, regardless of saying the Cowboys aren't interested. They're not interested in $15 million. They're interested in $7, $8, maybe $9 million. So I guarantee you, and as I've said it before, when you are buying something or you are negotiating something, you want to negotiate from a point of power. You want to be able to have the option to walk away, that you are not going in with desperation. The worst time to have to go buy a car is when your car just died and you know I got to get to work tomorrow. You got no choice. You got to buy one. But if your car is in great shape, don't need one, you go in, just take a look and stuff, they start talking to you, and you say, well, I'm not really interested in that car. I don't need one. And you leave. They got your phone number. I guarantee you, they're keeping in touch. Hey, why don't you come on back down? I got a deal that, you can't refuse. How about I knock a couple of $1,000s off and throw in a couple of extra options for you? You know what I'm saying? But when you got to get that car today, nah, man, we got to pay for the undercoating. What? You mean navigation? No, that's an extra, man. You got to pay more for that navigation. Nah, that don't come with it. No, no. Oh, the bigger rims? Yeah, that's another one of those options you got to pay for. So that's where I believe we are with that situation. DeMarcus Lawrence, they'll get that deal done. You can't go through and have him as a $20 million cap hit. You'll get that done. You'll reduce that cap number, and everybody will be hunky-dory. It's just a question of when. But I think it'll be done sooner than later. Cole Beasley is going to be able to go out there and see what deal he can make. I think the reality is going to be that he's not going to find $20 million, and the question will be, is he just going to say, read between the lines, Dallas Cowboys? I'm just going to go on to someplace else just because I'm just pissed off. And that's a very strong possibility. But one of the things that the Cowboys do, and after seeing New England not put the tag on anybody or restructure or do anything with anybody, basically, you want to go or you want to get paid, bye-bye. Works for them. And maybe we need to take a better cue from them. This will piss off some people, but in retrospect, looking back after the 2014 season when Dez Bryant had his best year, we were the catch, no catch away from making it to the NFC Championship game. And that's when Dez Bryant got his new contract. After that point, Dez couldn't stay healthy. And we didn't really do anything with Dez. So that makes you pause for a second here and make you wonder, are you doing the right thing by the big long-term deal? Or are you better moving on and starting over? And I think this is the conundrum for the Cowboys right now. They want to say, we want to do everything we can to push for this year to win the Super Bowl. But as they look back at what they've done since 2014, they have turned over the whole roster. And they've done that not by being all in, not by going out and spending a boatload on free agents, but by being wise in free agency, by bargain basement shopping, by drafting well. And sometimes you got to dance with the person that you came in on. And maybe instead of saying we're pushing to get everybody in here this year, you keep building what you're building. Take a look at the team. If you'd had a little bit of luck and Travis Frederick had been healthy, if you had had a couple of calls that went your way, say at the Redskin game where they called the punter for moving the football, if maybe you had changed the play call here instead of punting in overtime against the Texans, we would have a totally different record, and we would be an odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl with the talent we had. It was literally that close. So maybe, just maybe, the Cowboys are thinking, you know what? We get back a Travis Frederick. We've got a Connor Williams that has a little more experience. We have a Michael Gallup who's going to have more experience. We got Dak Prescott who seemed to get out of his slump. We've got now a different offensive coordinator that maybe we don't change the direction of what got us here. And that's where the team is kind of waffling and looking as somebody's trying to hold a gun to their head and say, I want $15 million. I want Earl Thomas here. I want that experience. I want that knowledge. I want that ability. I want that guy to help lead everybody around him and to teach. but you can't bust up the team to do it. All right, guys. I got to go tear some shit up. We got to start gutting out this kitchen and start getting in the new light fixtures and stuff. So I'm ready to hit the road. We'll do. I've been doing live streams while I'm working on my other channel, Cowboy Jobu. Some people seem to enjoy seeing us build stuff and tear stuff down and things. If it's not your cup of tea, don't worry, just don't watch. Eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start transitioning and doing that on. I actually had another channel called The Wood Boar, which is I've got some videos on things I've built and things. And we'll start just doing those live streams on there to keep the Dallas Cowboy fans that are mad that we are actually live streaming while we're working and talking about football on that channel. And if you are in the Dallas area, don't forget, Saturday, Miss Jackie will be at Mike Fisher's Maverick Bar between 2 and 5 with the Dak Prescott shirt signing it. In Lake Charles, it's getting dark. It's getting filled up. We may have to have people start signing on the back as well, on the sleeve, around the collar, maybe even on the tag. It's filling up that quick. So it's going to be interesting to see how it looks after Saturday evening. So definitely, if you want to, go on down there, meet Miss Jackie, sign the shirt, have some wings and some beer and stuff, and just think about free agency starting on Monday. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you guys soon.